So welcome back to the channel. It's been a small hiatus since I last kind of made a proper video where I was actually running myself. I've had a little bit of time out to sort various things which we're going to delve into a little bit later in the video, but at the moment I need to get ready because I'm going to head for my first session back. It's going to be kind of a half session. Definitely got to ease myself in gently. Yeah, body's just still not used to running again really. And the weather has not showed up for me. The weather is absolutely horrific outside. As you can see, got the Movember tash going, so hopefully that will keep my top lip a bit warm. However, the plan for today is to head to Canterbury and do a tempo and then some short hills with Canterbury Endurance, just to kind of get the legs used to running at pace again, because I'm not even sure I could run it on my half marathon pace for even 500 meters at the moment, but we'll see. So I need to get changed and yeah, head to Canterbury with an umbrella, I think. So let's go. So one thing I always like to do when I'm training in the rain is take my stuff to training in a black sack with a towel, so that all the muddy stuff can go straight in there. I can dry myself off. Pretty self-explanatory. Let's go.
Have you got time for listen to questions?
Yeah,
like, I'd probably do like another 10 minutes or so, but running news wise, it's like New York Marathon.
So I'm in Canterbury waiting for the group to arrive. We basically meet on Saturdays sometimes by where Canterbury Park run takes place, and the car park is kind of on the other side of where the runners would run through, so it takes a little bit of getting through. But anyway, I'm going to wait for DC to arrive so I can find out what the session is. I've got the Coros heart rate monitor on my arm. It's been a while since I've used a heart rate monitor. I just thought it'd be kind of funny to see how high my heart rate goes, because I've had so much time off, and at what pace it is. So for all I know, it could be 5-minute Ks and the heart rate could be absolutely through the roof. So yeah, excited to get started, excited to be back running. Horrendously overweight compared to my Manchester kind of PB weight, but who cares? One thing that I've been learning at the moment from kind of having therapy, again we'll touch on this a little bit later, is honestly just enjoying every day, and that is super important. I'm trying to see the positives in everything really. So yeah. The group's all waiting outside. I'm not getting out until we're warming up. I'm staying well and truly inside.
No, not a lot gets to there. That's just good.
He's planning for New Zealand.
Yeah, warming up has felt pretty tough. Poor sweaty Betty.
Stay relaxed, threshold hills. Caregiver. Goodbye.
Oh.
Go on, boys. Go.
Now. So guys, hill session done. Rusty is an understatement. So good to be back though. Many compliments on the tash. Working hard. That's what it's all about. I feel like the main difference with me at the moment, or 3-4 months ago, is that being in a shit fitness area isn't getting me down, I'm content, and it's like it's something to work at, you know. I'm enjoying working hard, even though it's a bit slower than I'm used to, and that's cool. So yeah, one step, 1 kilometre, one run at a time. I'll get there. So I'm back from training, showered, had some massages this afternoon, hence the uniform. So essentially I'm just going to talk about kind of where I've been, the issues that I've had. Not here for sympathy or kind of, you know, get well soons and things like that. But I really appreciate everyone that's kind of checked up on me and sent me those types of messages and been supportive, etc. I do really appreciate it, and it's gone a long way to helping me. But essentially, after the Manchester half, I was quite ill going into it. I just kind of, you know, like your classic cold and stuff. But then for 2 weeks, it felt like I just had no energy, like 10 to 12 hours a day in bed, just feeling really run down. Got some blood tests done, and a few things came back that I wasn't really happy with, things like iron and red blood cell count. So I wasn't too happy about that. You know, these are things that contribute to my health, and obviously I want to be healthy so that I can run as best as possible, or at least just feel like I'm enjoying the runs. So I decided to kind of take a step back from running because it was obviously making me a little bit unhealthy. And that essentially came from underfueling so much leading into Manchester, or this is my hypothesis on it, underfueling so much leading into Manchester because I was trying to get lean, trying to get light so that I would run quicker. That I actually kind of malnourished my body a little bit in terms of just making myself a little bit unhealthy. So following the highs of Manchester, my mental health took a bit of a dip as well, kind of that PB crisis, if you like, where I've just put 12 weeks or 16 weeks into a PB, and then kind of wondering if it was all worth it and if I wanted to carry on getting up at like 5 o'clock for runs and things like that. So my mental health took a little bit of a dip as well, and I started getting some therapy for that, which is going amazingly. It's given me kind of better outlooks on certain things and trying to look at things a little bit more positively. So my physical health, my mental health took a bit of a turn, and I also had this underlying injury that I've been training with for the past kind of 4 months that I originally took some time out for. It didn't go away. I decided to carry on training through it because tendon injuries can take anything between 9 and 12 months to heal in some cases with optimal loading. So the fact that kind of after 4 or 5 months the pain still hadn't gone, I'd kind of got a little bit bored of running with pain, if that makes sense. Just this kind of bottom of the glute, top of the hamstring pain where I've got that hamstring tendinopathy. And it was all just kind of getting a little bit too much for me. It's not something that I want to go into too much detail about, but I broke up with my girlfriend, for example. I've got my dissertation, and then mental health and training had got on top of me a little bit. Fixating on weight, yeah, it's just lots of little things, like that classic case of like the straw that breaks the camel's back. It just got a little bit too much for me, and then you add in the kind of the time spent making and putting videos on YouTube, and then travelling to and from uni because my uni isn't where I live. Yeah, again, I don't want sympathy. These are decisions that I made, and I've made my bed, I need to lie in it, sort of thing. But yeah, it was just stuff that was getting a little bit too much for me. I just felt really run down and stressed kind of constantly. I was becoming moody and intolerant as a person, and just being in general just a bit of a prick, which is something that I'm definitely working on, trying to be just a better and nicer person, not just for other people but for myself. Like I want to feel like a better and more likable person. So yeah, so I took some time off from running and waited for the motivation to come back, that desire to kind of get back out and run and kind of work towards kind of self-improvement, which has definitely come back. I've put on lots of weight as a result of disordered eating and a lack of training whilst eating like someone who trains a lot. So yeah, so that weight will come back off. I have no doubts about that, but I've got to do it in a much more safe and healthy way this time than I did prior to Manchester, because that's what I believe kind of led to the bad blood test results and just feeling run down and yeah, just not feeling generally energetic, which is, as a 22-year-old lad, I want to be energetic and I want to be firing on all cylinders. And then mentally, as I touched on, I've been getting some therapy with a guy called Andy. He's brilliant, really kind of seems to get me. And with Andy, it's more about kind of this proactive mindset rather than just being like toxic positive all the time. Oh, that's not a bad situation, that's a good situation, that sort of thing, or trying to find the positives in anything. More just trying to give me tools on like how to deal with lack of motivation and tools on how to deal with myself or how to help myself in certain situations, which I've found really, really useful. And with the help of my friends, family, and some strangers on the internet who have been reaching out to me, it seems like it's definitely kind of I've done a U-turn in terms of definitely feel a lot more like myself and a lot more happy, which is great. So leading into kind of dissertation deadline, which is just before Christmas, and yeah, and final year of uni, I need to be firing on all cylinders, mentally and physically, really, because the running can take a hiatus for a year. Running's not going to pay the bills, but my degree is super important, so I need to be happy and I need to be feeling like I can go out and stuff like that, and you know, go to lectures, get the day done. I think I've just completely like word vomited there, complete waffle. But essentially, yeah, just a combination of physical health and mental health, that all kind of just hit me at once. Whether one fueled the other, I'm not sure. But on the flip side, they both seem to be kind of coming back. And yeah, I'm just enjoying my running, doing the runs that I want to do rather than feeling like I have to do them, or hitting certain mileage goals or doing certain sessions. Yeah, just trying to enjoy the running more. This seems to be like a bit of a perpetual cycle that I kind of get myself into, kind of the highs of a race and then the dip of like post PB blues, if you like. I don't want that to keep happening. So, and combined with the disordered eating, these are things that, although they're not the biggest problem now, if I don't sort them now, they're going to come back to bite me in the future when it maybe matters a bit more. So yeah, just trying to invest a little bit more time into myself, self-improvement, self-help, just trying to be being overall kinder to myself. That's the crux of it, really. But I'm hopefully going to be back. Videos won't be as frequent as previously, just because I have got that dissertation deadline coming up. So that's more important, but once that's out of the way, hopefully there'll be some more videos coming soon. Got some pretty cool ones lined up, or at least I hope you'll think that. But anyway, thank you to everyone who did check up on me. I really do appreciate it. It's amazing how much difference some strangers on the internet just sending you a quick "Are you okay?" It does make a big difference. So yeah, please like, subscribe, share with your running buddies. More coming soon. I'm back, maybe not in fitness, but in presence and in health. So anyway, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.